Gifts of Hope is a program that gives ethical gifts to people in need. And one Gonzaga high school student has brought much of the talent in his school together to make a CD called Project Record the Difference, the proceeds from which go to Gifts of Hope. I'm joined by the CD's producer, Alex McDonald, and one of his teachers, Michelle Stamp, to talk about it. Welcome to the show.
How's it going?
First of all, just tell us about this. This is a pretty big endeavor for someone your age. I mean, what is this CD? Tell us what it is.
Well, it's something that kind of came about last year, actually. What it is, it's an album recorded of all the different musicians and artists in Gonzaga. And how it came about was, previously I had recorded my friend's demo. And I've always felt that there's a lot of talent in Gonzaga that wasn't getting to show itself off. And I thought it would be so awesome if I could, compile all that talent and express it. And also, a big part of me feels like a person's worth is their effect in the world. And so I really wanted to do it for charity.
Well, that brings me to the next point, because it's one thing to decide to take on this sort of endeavor. It's another thing to give all the proceeds to charity. So you learned, I believe, about the Gifts of Hope from Michelle, from your teacher, right?
Yeah. Previously, actually, the 2 years before, when I was in grade 10 and 11, Michelle Stamp here has done a gift basket, and we've raised like over $1,000 each year for Gifts of Hope, and that's what made me decide to use Gifts of Hope.
Well, Michelle, what did you think when Alex said, this is what I want to do?
Oh, I was so impressed. And I just want to say that this was a project I did with my classes. Students of 405 was the classroom. So any student involved in any of my classes could partake in this. So it was all the students who put the gift basket together and the students who sold tickets. And we raised, like Alex said, thousands of dollars for this. So I wasn't able to do the project this year, but actually last year Alex spoke to me and said that he wanted to do something in his graduating year to really make a difference. And I was so thrilled when he came to me this year and said that he had the CD created and he wanted to...
literally like exactly a year later I said I'm going to do this, and then a year later I came and I was just like, I did it.
It was a pretty big endeavor. I mean, how did you even have the talent to pull it off, man? I mean,
well,
this is
the thing is that I knew that the school had the talent. I knew the people in there, and the thing is, on this CD, I mean, we've got everything from jazz, trumpet. We've got like some techno there, beatboxing, like guitar tapping. There's a piano ballad. There's rap. There's all kinds of acoustic performances. Like it's a great CD.
What did you learn in doing it?
What did I learn? Wow. Now, that's a good question. I learned so much, I guess, how to work with different people, and the most difficult thing is getting people to sort of cooperate and organizing people when it's just sort of something you're choosing to do. It's not like something they're typically expected to do.
And now, it's going to be available in stores soon. I should point that out. I mean, this is going to be able to buy, and all proceeds are going to Gifts of Hope. But you've already raised a certain amount of money, right?
Yeah. Our first goal was to raise $1,000 for a water sanitation center for an entire village in a third world country. And we've reached that goal, and we've sent that check off so far.
So you've already accomplished really what you set out to do.
I mean, like when you guys called and said you're interested in covering it, I was like, well, we've done it, but that'll be so much fun. I'd love to. Yeah.
Well, what was your reaction when you found that out, Michelle? Did you see them? How did you sell them anyway? Because they aren't available in stores yet, but they are going to be. So how did you raise that first $1,000?
Well, actually, just every lunchtime at school, I just set up a table and sell them by the vending machines, and advertising, every few nights on Facebook saying like, hey, buy your Project Record the Difference CDs, all the different artists in Gonzaga, all proceeds go to charity.
This is a tremendous effort that Alex has made, and I'd like to say too, Alex is a very gifted, talented musician, singer, plays a bunch of different instruments. Cello, I think, is your primary. And he performs on the CD, and there's a number of original pieces of his on the CD as well. I know that the original goal was $1,000, and which seemed kind of lofty at the time, I think, for Alex. And having reached that goal and already surpassed it, I know that he's interested in continuing it because we've made arrangements for Fred's Records to carry it, and Alex has also set up a website, Project Record the Difference at hotmail.com.
Right.
And there's the Facebook group as well.
So people can contact that email and get it through that way as well.
And there's a Facebook group too. So there's a plan to continue so long as there's a demand, and the plan is to keep selling it, and the money will continue to go to the charity.
Definitely.
All right. Well, this is great because it fits in. I mean, it's a great thing happening in the community, but it also has a musical aspect to it, which makes it really great for Out of the Fog.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you both very much for coming on the show, because right now we're actually going to hear a song. Here are Peter Mills, Jade Ryan, Valerie Houston, Peter Daw, Peter Wilkie, Graham Hunt, and Michael O'Keefe. The CD will be available in Fred's Records shortly, but here are Project Record the Difference right now. That was a song from Project Record the Difference. Now that CD is going to be available at Fred's Records in the very near future, and you should keep your eye out for it because all the proceeds from that disc go to a really great cause.
Now earlier in the show we told you that we have some tickets to give away. We actually have 2 sets.
That's right. They're for a show that's taking place as part of the 5th Annual Screech Comedy Festival. This particular show is called the Black Horse Stand-Up Spotlight. It's taking place on Saturday, June 18th at the Remax Center. There's going to be a whole slew of great comedians at this thing to give you a full, great, entertaining night of stand-up comedy.
You'll hear from the likes of Steve Patterson, Sean Cullen, Trent McClellan, Nikki Payne, and our own Brian Aylward, just to name a few.
That's right. So if you want to get your hands on these tickets, I tell you what, give us a call, 757-9600. All you've got to do is give us your best joke.
I got a joke.
Well, please share.
How do you make a tissue dance?
I have no idea.
You put a little boogie in it. It's good, eh?
That's gross.
That's my favorite.
That's pretty funny. Well, there's the bar set for you. Give us a call. Give us your best joke. Thanks for joining us this evening, everyone. We'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Good night. I like that joke.